Hello everyone, welcome to yoga. My name is Taylor and I will be guiding you through class today. If you are feeling like you might need a little bit more of a warm-up today, last week's class, the more gentle flow, would be a great warm-up to this class, and together it would almost be like an hour-long yoga class. So if that's something that you're interested in, I would recommend doing last week's class and then this week's class. But if you're feeling ready to get right into movement, then let's get started. We'll start in tabletop today and get our breath and movement flowing together right off the bat. So in table, wrists and shoulders aligned, knees and hips, fingers are spread nice and wide and already getting the core engaged, so finding that belly sucking in and up towards the ribs. Head is an extension of the spine. On our inhale, bringing the belly down towards the ground, opening up the chest, lifting head and maybe gaze. So finding our cow pose. And then exhaling the belly to the spine, up to the sky, releasing head and neck down towards the ground, cat pose. And going through these two motions with your breath, maybe closing the eyes. And as always, if you're feeling like any organic movements would feel good with these cat and cows, feel free to make it your own for a few more rounds of breath. So again, in your cat pose, pressing the hands away from the ground, feeling that space between the shoulders. And when you're in your cow, really allowing yourself to open up the chest, finding those shoulder blades pressing towards each other. One more nice round of breath before making your way back to our neutral tabletop. We'll tuck the toes under and bring our sit bones down to the heels, so finding a toe stretch. You might need to bring your little pinky toes underneath as well. And then finding a nice long spine. And if you'd like to just focus on that belly breath, inhaling deep and exhaling nice and slow. Maybe sending some breaths to your toes if you're feeling a lot of sensation. And if you need a little bit more of a distraction, feel free to find some neck stretches. So maybe bringing the left ear towards the left shoulder, and then the right ear towards the right shoulder. Maybe tucking the chin towards chest. A few more rounds of breath here. Finding that pattern of breath that we can use through the whole practice today. Effortless inhales and exhales. One more inhale through the nose. This time we'll exhale out through the mouth. And slowly coming back to our tabletop, maybe patting out the front of the feet if that felt like a lot of sensation. But once again, we'll tuck the toes under, lifting into our first down dog. So if stillness is available, feel free, but if you need a little bit of movement, pedaling out the feet, maybe going onto the tippy toes and back down, shaking the head, letting go of any tension in the neck. Pressing those hands away from the ground, so active arms, active hands. Noticing how that can help with keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Allowing the belly to sink towards the thighs. So maybe it's better if there's a bend in the knees to allow that. Allow for a nice long spine. And then bending the knees if you aren't already, gazing forward, and hop or walk to the front of the mat. Inhaling to half lift when you get there, so length from the tailbone to the crown of the head, and exhale to fold forward. Inhale, arms to the sky, and exhale to cactus the arms, opening up the chest, maybe lifting head and gaze towards the sky, keeping the core and legs engaged. And if you'd prefer to have the hands to the low back for a little bit more support, feel free. One more round of breath wherever you are. And on your inhale, arms back towards the sky. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to half lift. Exhale to plant the hands, bring the right and left leg back into plank. Couple rounds of breath in plank, building up some warmth. So pressing out through the back heels. Front of the thighs should feel like they're pressing up towards the sky. Core engaged. Head is an extension of the spine, so maybe gazing a few inches past your fingertips. One more nice inhale here. And on your exhale, slowly lowering, keeping the elbows nice and close, coming down to the ground, untucking your toes, and inhaling to cobra or up dog if you're ready. So a nice heart opener here. And on your next exhale, coming into down dog. Inhaling the right leg towards the sky. And internally rotating the thigh so we can keep the hips squared. One more inhale here to find a bit more lift through that right leg. And exhale forward to a low lunge. Inhaling arms to the sky, crescent lunge. If you'd like to bring your hands to your hips just to see if we need to bring that left hip forward at all, right hip back. Maybe you need to bring the left hip up a little bit, but see if you need to make any adjustments. And then bringing your arms towards the sky. Nice bend in that front knee. An inhale here. And an exhale to plant the hands onto the mat or blocks as we lengthen through both legs. So that back heel will stay off of the mat. And then your choice, you can either keep the right foot on the mat, or you can see how it feels to take the right toes off of the mat. Maybe an inhale for a bit more length, and an exhale to get a little deeper. Again, inhaling for length, and exhale to fold. One more round of breath here. So if you have blocks, bringing them in front of the right foot, or you can plant your hands on the mat if available. But we're going to bring our weight into the right foot, lifting the left foot off of the mat, coming into a modified warrior 3. So we can really feel how the alignment should be with blocks or our hands on the ground as support. So that back lifted left leg is engaged. The toes are facing down towards the ground, even the pinky toe. Our chest is nice and open, and our head is an extension of the spine. Core is engaged. The body is active. Finding a focal point, feeling the sensation in the right leg. One more inhale like this. And on our exhale, bringing the left foot to meet the right, forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale to cactus the arms, open up the chest. Inhale, arms back to the sky. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to half lift. Exhale through a vinyasa or straight to down dog. So exhaling to slowly lower. Inhale to cobra or up dog. Wherever you are, the heart is open. And exhale to down dog. A nice inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Inhale, left leg towards the sky. Again, internally rotating the thigh. Hips are squared. One more inhale to maybe find a bit more length. And then exhale forward to low lunge. Inhaling, arms to the sky, crescent. Checking in on the hips if you'd like, bringing your hands to the hips. Nice bend in that front knee, making any adjustments as you go. Nice bend in that front knee. One more inhale here, and exhale to plant the hands, lengthening through both legs. Again, option to keep the toes on the mat, the left toes, or lifting them towards the sky. Blocks if you'd like, and then maybe an inhale for some length, and an exhale to fold. Again, lengthening on the inhales and folding on the exhale. Begin to bring the weight into the left foot this time, grabbing hold of your blocks, and then bringing the weight into the left foot as we find our modified warrior 3. So again, lifted right leg is engaged, toes are down towards the ground, spine is long, chest is open, head is an extension of that long spine. Finding your breath. Core engaged, so feeling that belly sucking in and up towards the ribs. One more inhale, and on your exhale, finding your forward fold, feet next to each other, hip width distance apart. Inhale to half lift, exhale to fold. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale to cactus the arms, open the chest. Inhale, arms back to the sky. Exhale, arms beside you. Keep the right foot forward, left foot back. Crescent lunge, inhaling, arms to the sky. Exhale to lengthen through both legs, hands to either the ground or your blocks. And then option to stay here, bring the weight into the right foot, lifting the left sole of the foot towards the sky. So you'll feel a lot in that right hamstring. And you're really pressing that left foot towards the sky. Breathing here or wherever you are. Slowly bringing that left foot back down onto the ground, making your way into your crescent lunge. So inhaling the arms to the sky. And then exhale, hands to heart center, gliding the left leg forward, finding your warrior 3 on this side. So remember, if you'd prefer to just go into the modified again, feel free. And then if you want to bring the right hand to heart center or both. But remember how it felt in that modified warrior 3. We're thinking chest open, active lifted leg. We're aligned from the crown of the head to the foot. Breathing. We're going to meet in a standing split, so bringing your hands to the ground and lifting that left leg towards the sky. If you'd like to practice a little bit of extra balance, maybe bringing the right hand to the right ankle, or maybe both hands. Maybe you just want to focus on the fold. One more inhale, and an exhale into your forward fold. So bringing that left foot down to the mat once again, front of the mat. Inhale to half lift. Exhale to fold. If you need to pedal out the feet at all, feel free. Notice the difference from side to side. And on your next inhale, arms to the sky. Option to cactus the arms and open the chest. Inhale back to the sky. Exhale, arms beside you. Keeping the left foot forward this time. Right leg back, crescent lunge. Inhaling, arms to the sky. Nice round of breath here. One more inhale. And an exhale to plant the hands, lengthening through the left leg. Again, toes towards the sky, if you'd like, or bring the weight into the left foot as you bring the sole of the right foot towards the sky. Again, pressing that right foot towards the sky, really feeling that left hamstring. Trying to keep a long spine. One more round of breath before coming into your low lunge and then inhaling into your crescent. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Warrior 3. So either gliding that back leg forward, maybe starting in your modified. But remember, chest is open, lifted leg engaged, toes facing towards the ground. And when you're ready, we'll bring our hands to the ground, standing split. So lifting that right leg towards the sky, but keeping the hip squared. And then maybe the left hand to the left ankle or both hands. Remembering that this side can feel completely different than the other and honoring that. One more round of breath, inhaling deep, and on your next exhale, finding your forward fold once again. Inhaling to half lift and exhale to fold. Couple rounds of breath here. Again, if you'd like to pedal the legs or anything like that. Inhaling, arms to the sky. Exhale to cactus the arms if you're still enjoying that. Inhale, arms back to the sky. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to half lift. And exhale to your down dog. If you're craving a vinyasa, feel free. Inhaling the right leg towards the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale into your low lunge, lowering the back knee onto the mat, lengthening through that right leg, toes towards the sky, half split. So if you'd like to focus on just folding in your half split, or you can bring your hands outside of the right foot, planting the left hand either on the ground or a block, and then lifting your right arm towards the sky. Feeling the shoulders pressing towards each other, shoulder blades. A focal point might help. This posture can be a bit challenging, involves some balance. So see where you can go. If you're in the twist, one more inhale, really twisting open, and exhale to release that right foot down, rebending into that front knee, and then just lifting the back knee off a bit so we can set up for our pigeon. So in pigeon, the back leg is nice and straight, hips are facing forward, and then we want to try to avoid bringing our weight into the right side so much, but rather evenly distributing the weight between both sides. And on your inhale, maybe opening up the chest, really feeling that left hip flexor, and then exhale to fold forward. Allowing this to be a passive posture. And as always, using the breath. So on our inhales, maybe finding a bit more length. And on our exhales, maybe just getting a little bit deeper. 2 more breaths here. When you're ready, lifting up, maybe a vinyasa, maybe just straight to down dog. When you get to your down dog, pedaling out the feet, whatever you need. And when you're ready, inhaling the left leg towards the sky, exhaling forward to your low lunge, lowering the back knee onto the mat and lengthening through that left leg, toes towards the sky, half split. Option to just focus on that half split, or maybe finding your twist, planting the right hand outside of the left foot and lifting the left arm towards the sky. Shoulder blades going towards each other, finding a focal point if you need. One more inhale here, and an exhale to release that left hand back down, coming into your half split, and then rebending that front knee. We'll make our way into our pigeon, so maybe lifting that back knee off of the mat for a moment, and then settling in on this side. So doing a body scan, making any of those adjustments, and when you're ready, inhaling to open up the chest, and exhale to release forward. Maybe sending a breath to wherever you're feeling the most sensation. Notice if the mind starts to wander and where it wanders to. And then let that be a reminder to come back to your practice, this posture, and your breath. Two more rounds of breath. Maybe the deepest inhales and the longest exhales yet. And when you're ready, beginning to lift up. One last down dog to shake everything out. And then slowly coming onto the knees, bringing your weight to one side of the body so we can bring our legs out in front and lower onto the back. I'll do one heart opener, so I will guide through bridge, but if you're feeling like wheel is for you right now, feel free if that is part of your practice. But for bridge, bringing the feet nice and close to the sit bones, hands are by your body side with the palms facing down. And on your inhale, we'll lift up through the hips, keeping that chest open, shoulders on the mat, and just continuing to lift up in the hips, breathing and noticing how the breath changes the posture. Maybe you want to go onto the tippy toes and see how that feels. Maybe you want to bring one shoulder underneath and then the other interlacing underneath the tailbone. But wherever you are, finding lift and breathing. Releasing your hands from underneath if they're there. One more inhale to fill up. And exhale to release vertebrae by vertebrae back down onto the mat. So the whole spine is on the mat here. And we'll find our happy baby, so you can either grab hold of your big toe, the inside or outside of your foot. If the shape isn't quite there for you, you can always grab hold to the inner thighs. And then feeling that whole spine on the mat here. And if you'd like to rock side to side, maybe extend one leg and then the other leg. And releasing your hands from your feet, bringing your knees to chest. One inhale as you bring your forehead to the knees, just filling up here. And then exhaling to your final relaxation posture, whatever that looks like today. If you want to use props or anything like that, take your time to make any adjustments. And bringing your awareness throughout the body. So maybe starting with the toes. Bringing your awareness to your feet and your ankles. Relaxing the calves. Softening the knees. Relaxing the thighs and the hips. Bringing awareness up the whole spine to the crown of the head. And then relaxing the shoulders, the triceps and biceps, the forearms. Relaxing the hands and fingers. Finding space in the belly, the lungs. Letting go in the mouth, the jaw, the throat, the eyes. And allow for your whole body to be completely relaxed. And allow yourself to stay in this meditative state for as long as you have available. So I will leave you here so you can take up as much time as you'd like. But as always, thank you so much for sharing this practice. Namaste.